The Champions League is down to the quarterfinals. 8 teams left out of an initial 36. Now the question is, which one of them have earned the most from this season's edition of the Champions League? Welcome to Money Talks, brought to you by Live Scorebet. I am Anushilowo, Jimmy Anushilowo, and I'm here with Ayola.
Hi, Jimmy.
Ayola, so can you give us a breakdown of which teams have earned the most in the Champions League this season?
Yeah, so I'm sure a lot of people will be expecting names like Real Madrid, but Real Madrid actually have earned the 7th most, or the 6th most, alongside Barcelona, 101 million euros each. Arsenal have earned more than them, 102 million euros. Yeah,
Continue.
of course.
No, go on. Just give. We'll go get to the next.
And then ahead of them is Borussia Dortmund, another surprise name, only at 2.2 million euros, so just 200,000 euros more than the Arsenal. And ahead of Dortmund is Inter at 103 million euros that they've earned so far. And ahead of them at number 2, PSG, 104 million euros. And number 1, the team that has earned the most in the Champions League this season, Bayern Munich, who have earned 106 million euros for reaching the quarterfinals.
Wait, so I am struggling to understand how did they earn this money, because I mean Real Madrid at number 7, Bayern Munich at number 1.
I mean, when you look at it, the money is based on results. You get a certain amount for qualifying, 18.8 million euros for qualifying, then 2.1 million euros per win, or 700,000 euros per draw. So a team like Real Madrid that finished in the lower rungs and had to play the playoffs. Yeah. So they did not earn as much as someone like Bayern Munich, who won a lot of matches and got all the way to the quarterfinals with mostly wins.
I mean, like teams like Liverpool, for example, that finished at number 1 on the table.
Yes, Liverpool, of course, finished number 1 on the table, but by virtue of not qualifying for the round of 16, they also missed out on 15. By virtue of not qualifying for the quarterfinal, rather, they also missed out on 15 million euros. And that's what took them below teams like even Atletico Madrid earned up to 85 million euros. And they were a bit above Liverpool.
Wow. You are walking alone. Sorry about that. So yeah, now which was like the prize money for the winning the Champions League?
Yeah, so as you already heard, most of the teams that have gotten to the quarterfinals earned 100 million euros and above. But as they go on, teams could win up to 40 million euros if they're able to win the Champions League. So someone like Bayern Munich could get up to 146 million euros this season if they go all the way to the final and win the Champions League, because they still have 12.5 million euros for reaching the quarterfinal, then another 80 million euros if they're able to reach the final, and another 6.5 million euros if you're able to win the whole thing. So a total of 40 million euros for teams that are going to win the Champions League, or any team that wins the Champions League, rather.
So does this money go to the players, or is it for infrastructural development?
This one it goes to the club directly. So this is what clubs earn for playing in the Champions League, and that's why you see a lot of clubs being very desperate to qualify for the Champions League, and some teams have their entire financial structure destroyed just by missing out on 1 or 2 seasons of the Champions League, like Manchester United.
Wait, so are you saying now that the players don't get anything from this prize money?
The club itself would already have a structure
on how they are going to.
Yes, exactly.
All right. So now for our final question, based on your knowledge as an analyst, why are you laughing? Based on your knowledge as an analyst and as a football fan, as objectively as you can be, which team do you think has the highest chance of winning the Champions League?
There is that's a really great way to put it. The team that has the highest chance of winning the Champions League is Barcelona.
I said the objective.
Hey, listen, my heart says Barcelona as a fan, but also reasonably, even stat giants Opta have made Barcelona the favourites to win the Champions League season because they are on an easier path. That's really just it. After facing Borussia Dortmund, then they get to face either Bayern Munich or Inter Milan. While on the other hand, Arsenal is going to play against Real Madrid, and they could also play against PSG if they get to the semi-final. So
who are you saying is playing against PSG? I hope you are talking about Real Madrid, not Arsenal.
Either of them, anybody can make it through.
Really?
They've done it before. I mean, almost exactly 20 years ago. So why not?
We can't compare 20 years ago to. You have said Barcelona, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so we've heard from our analyst Ayola. He has given us a breakdown of how much each team earns, for going far in Champions League and how much they earn total for winning it. And for him, as a fan and also as an analyst, he has said that he's backing Barcelona to win the Champions League. What about you guys? Who are you backing to win the Champions League to take home this huge prize money? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I am Anishilowo, Jimmy Anishilowo, and this is Money Talks, brought to you by Lifescore Bet.